Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be talking to you about the ways I've been reaching out to people, or am planning on further reaching out to people who are going through swallowing problems. You might be wondering why this is something I do, and that's because I myself have been going through a swallowing problem for 2 years now. If you want to know any of the details regarding that, just ask me and I will definitely write back to you, or if it's something you want to hear about in another video, just let me know. One of the ways in which I've been able to reach out to people is through Facebook. Facebook has been a huge part of my life for a long while now, and I have been in an acid reflux group for a long time, but more recent times I've joined a dysphagia support group, which basically is a word to categorize all sort of swallowing problems. So yeah, I guess just more recently I have been, really looking over posts more, and I'm finding even more people that I can relate to, whether it be in terms of symptoms or, just feeling scared and having a lack of support, etc., things like that. So I've been finding myself talking to people a lot more within groups, but I've also been adding these people to my Facebook as well, just so it's easier to get in contact with them, and sort of remember who you're talking to. So yeah, with a few people I've had, good private messages with them. So yeah, I guess it's just, a good way to get things off your chest to one another at times, and just helps you keep fighting. So I actually want to bring up a website with you now. So the website is the National Swallowing Disorders Foundation. I will leave the information, like the link to that website, with this video. Yeah, because it's an amazing website that I came across a long while back, and it's helped me through some of my roughest times while I've been on my own journey with swallowing problems. So yeah, anyway, within that site are people's stories, people who are going through swallowing disorders, and yesterday I actually contacted the people who are behind running the website, and I got a reply this morning saying that I could share my story. So yeah, because there was actually a woman who posted her story and I could relate to her a lot. The comments were closed on her post, unfortunately, because it would have been really great if I could get into contact with her, to benefit myself, but obviously her as well. Yes, that's a shame. But anyway, I thought, well, why not share my own story? Because, even though I could relate to her a lot, there's actually a lot there that, either maybe she just didn't mention, or maybe she doesn't go through some of the things that I do, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I got a reply today saying I could do it, so I've got a lot of planning and writing to do now, but the woman was really lovely and said she can help me out with that. For a while, this was something I wasn't too sure about doing, but, I was thinking, well, it's definitely another way for me to reach out to people, and I sort of ended up thinking, well, it's kind of like a way for me to give back to that website, and the professionals behind it, because they are doing so much for so many people, and it's just amazing. And yeah, so I guess, I just gave myself more reason to to do it, basically. So in recent times I found myself feeling like writing for some reason, about my swallowing problem, and all the related stuff that goes along with that. So I decided to create a blog. So I have got several posts up. So yeah, it might just be about a really hard day or something I've achieved, which also, relates to positivity, and maybe some advice I have for people, or, just basically telling them to stay strong, because, we can do this, and, sort of messages like that I put throughout in my posts as well. So in a couple of posts, I left down some contact information. I remember definitely one of them was for my Facebook, and well, I'm not sure if I put my email in there or not, but my blog is connected to Google Plus anyway, so it's getting like, the posts are getting shared on there. So yeah, anyway, I don't know, maybe I should be writing down a, you know, form of contact on at the end of every post. So yeah, actually, maybe that's something I should do. So anyway, yeah, so there's an option for people to, you know, not only read my stuff, but get in contact with me as well to, you know, talk about whatever it may be further. So yeah, I have shared, not only has, you know, my blogs, not only are my blogs getting shared to Google Plus, like I mentioned, but I'm also sharing the link to my blog to Facebook and within some Facebook groups. So, you know, I encourage you all to share that with whoever you may know, and, you know, whoever you might know that might benefit from it. Because, you know, that's the whole point. That's what I want you to do, so I would appreciate that. So yeah, there have been some people, especially in the dysphagia group, that have, you know, like been looking through some of my posts and have been discussing it with me within the group, which is great. So, you know, in that sense it is picking up, and, you know, that's the main thing. So long as, even if it's just a few people that see it, you know, that's better than no one. In recent days, I have been trying to find people on YouTube, you know, in a video talking about their dysphagia, but I wasn't able to find anything. Like, with the searches there were things like professionals, and like, for example, you know, there were professionals making purees, which is great, you know, things like that are definitely helpful. But yeah, I couldn't find specifically what I was looking for. Everything was pointing towards eating disorder related videos. I didn't watch any of those, so who knows, maybe there could have been something within that, you never know. But yeah, so I guess it got me thinking, well, maybe, you know, I'm doing the blog, but maybe I could, you know, now and then, maybe do a video on YouTube. You know, maybe it can just be a vlog type of thing. I mean, not showing my day, but sort of just talking about my day, or maybe just pinpointing, you know, certain things out of the past few days, or, you know, I don't know, in the past 2 weeks or something, you know. I don't know, I guess I could talk about appointments and what came out of them and things like that. What do you guys think? You know, I mean, I guess in a way the blog was a big step for me to make. Like, I was actually scared to do it, only because, you know, I get vulnerable in terms of getting emotional with all this sometimes. I guess speaking about it definitely can be hard for me at times, which is why I worry about the YouTube video side of things. You know, because I just really like to try and be positive, you know, I really want to put that on to other people, because, yeah, the way I try and go about life, you know, definitely reflects that. So I guess that's why I find it hard when I have to deal with the bad. But anyway, you know, if you know me, you understand the way I'm like. So yeah, I just wonder what your thoughts are on that. I guess, like, with the blog, it could just be something that I would do when I feel up to it, you know? So they are all the points I wanted to cover in this video, or at least all the ones I can remember, you know, like over this journey that has been going on for 2 years now, you know, there has been a lot that I've been involved with online, you know, like definitely from Google searches and that. I wasn't really able to remember anything else apart from the swallowing disorders website, but that's okay, you know. I think I got to, you know, put a good amount into this video. So can you see how this is sort of like a way for me to be more positive throughout of this, you know, because I don't know, I guess sometimes with some health related things, you know, sometimes things might not be able to change quickly. Like, I don't anticipate it, but I guess, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's really hard for me to explain all this. It's just the way I feel, though, you know? Let me think on this for a minute. I guess, You know, like for instance, I can get ahead of myself mentally, you know, it comes from my positive, you know, whole thing that I'm about in my daily life, but my physical body can't keep up right now, like I know that much. So, you know, this is just a way for me to kind of, like, well, I mean, I do work on the physical side of things by using my throat still every day, but, like, I take time out in the day to sort of use what I'm going through in a more positive way, you know, on the side, you know what I mean, and kind of get away from actually swallowing, if that makes any sense, because, you know, like right now for me, I just literally cannot do much about this right now, you know. I've just got to wait for things to get moving. Like, for instance, next week I've got an appointment with an ears, nose and throat specialist, you know. So, you know, I do all I can to help myself, but there's not really anything else I can do right now. So, you know, I just find that this is something I keep going back to, you know, things like this, and trying to think up ideas and really engage in that positive area of my mind and feeling positive emotions, because, you know, it's just something that's helping me get through this right now, and hopefully through this whole journey I'm able to help other people. So that pretty much concludes this video. So let me know what you all think, and whether videos like this are something you would like to see more from me, you know, whether you can personally relate to this or not. You know, I'd like to know what you think of this. So I'm going to link some information below, you know, to the website and to the Facebook groups I mentioned, and, you know, anything basically that I think is, you know, relevant and helpful to other people that, yeah, people might want to check out. So, yeah, let me know what you think, like I said, and whether you want to see any more videos like this, and I may even share this one to YouTube. I'll just see what I think of this and how this goes. This is actually going to be the first video I have to edit and try and piece together properly, because I kind of videoed this in short little parts, but yeah, this has been fun in a sense, I guess, oddly, but yeah, that's all from me for today, and I'll catch you all soon. Take care, bye.